Yeah. Alrighty. I don't know who belongs to that or who that belongs to, but it's in the river. Temperature's not too bad. It's just perfect. I think this little spot right here was where the bags of garments used to be. I just saw a guy on a bicycle earlier with those same bags, and apparently he was trying to clean the place up, and looky here. A nice painted picnic table. I wonder who put this here. If you guys can't already tell, it's been a couple weeks or a few weeks since I was last here, so that's why I haven't seen. And I hear some stuff up there, and I wonder if it's wildlife. This tree's seen happier days. I'm back at home. It's been a couple hours since my little walk out on the trail. It has been more than 2 weeks since I actually went there. And a lot of interesting things have gone on when I went out there. A picnic table was spotted on the trail. It wasn't there before, and it's there now. Not certain how long it's going to be there, but pretty interesting to see. And some other interesting things that have gone down since then. Not going to get into too many details on that, but it's so nice for me to get out, go for a walk on the trail. I know it's been a while. And I might go back on that trail again, either, not certain if I'm going to do it tomorrow, but I might do it tomorrow, and I may decide to do it on Saturday or Sunday. The weather this week is going to be a little bit below normal for this time of the year, for the next few days. And currently a little bit tired right now. Ooh, I didn't notice that. Gonna have to take care of that. But being out on the trail, getting some fresh air, it kind of got to me today, and I'm just tuckered. I just want to lay down, go to sleep, not wake up again for probably the rest of the day until maybe tomorrow. I guess that's what happens when you're out doing whatever, getting some fresh air and whatnot. I guess that's what happens when you go out in the summertime and you enjoy some sun and whatnot, looking at flowers and stuff like that. With regard to the temperatures moving forward, starting next week, right after Canada Day, or even before, starting the 30th of this month, and on Canada Day, which is the day after the 30th, the temperatures are actually going to go up. It'll more than likely go up to like the low to mid 30s for the most part. Hopefully it won't go up any higher than that, but we shall see what happens this summer. I did hear that this summer is going to be hotter. It's more than likely going to be drier than, let's say, last year. I know the year before last was pretty dry because we didn't get much in the way of rain. But this summer, I think, is going to be a little bit different. We may still get rain. We may still get everything that we usually get in the summertime. But something tells me it's going to be very, very warm. As to how warm, I'm not sure. But when I was learning from the Weather Network and even certain news sites that it was going to be warmer than normal for this time of the year, like it always has been for the last 7-8 years. I kind of thought to myself, how much longer can I survive living in a place like this? Or how much more in the way of heat waves can people manage in any building without AC? It's really hard to tell. If you haven't seen in the previous video, I did survive. Oh, goodness. We did survive a bit of a heat wave. We weren't under a heat dome by any means. Not like last year. I know this time last year we had a heat dome where the humidex exceeded 45 degrees Celsius for, I want to say it was like maybe 3-4 days in a row. I'm not sure. But it was really bad and I couldn't really do much. It was too hot at the time. And when I can go back to a couple days ago, that's when I remembered dealing with the heat waves around this time last year. We've dealt with it for more days than just the 1 or the 2 days that we've dealt with. But it kind of made me realize, you know what? I shouldn't be going out if it's too hot. If the temperature is too hot for this time of the year in the summertime, it's probably best that I stay home, stay somewhere cool, and stay hydrated so that I don't kill over, because I have heard of heat waves and so many people dying from being in a heat dome and whatnot, and people literally overheating and possibly getting heat stroke while you're outside. I mean, not that you're not going to get it being in a building like this in the heat wave. When it gets really hot in here, you have an even greater risk though when you're outdoors, unless you're under a shade. But yeah, first time out on the trail for quite a while. I didn't really film very much, or come to think of it, I didn't really film anything except for a few clips, which I may decide to sporadically put up in this video at some point. But I also took some still images while I was out. Some of the flowers I saw while I was out on the trail today, and even over the last few weeks when I was out there on cooler days, they actually turned out quite nice. In fact, I might even show them to you guys at some point. But there's not really much that I can do outside this time of year. If the weather gets really, really warm, I'm going to try and go out as much as I can when I can while we have nice weather outside and while we have this chance for us to do anything. But it's going to be a pain in the neck, I guess you could say. A real pain in the neck, because there's going to be days this month, the rest of this month, but there's also going to be days throughout the month of July and August where it is going to get so hot out there that it would be an impossibility, and I cannot emphasize this enough. It is going to be literally an impossibility at this point for me to be able to do anything outside unless there's some kind of an activity that I wanted to be a part of that I don't know about until I hear from somebody. But that's basically it. Now, I don't know if this means I'm going to be posting anything new online. I haven't posted any cooking videos in a while, and it's not because I don't want to do them, but I don't have the funds right now to do anything in that regard. The best that I can do for right now, and probably until the fall, is post whatever I can, and if I'm able to post something throughout the summer, I will do that. If there's any new videos, cooking videos that I would like to do that's come to mind, and if I'm able to do it, I will do it. It just depends on what's going on with my life and with what's been going on. Yes, I will be uploading some videos onto Rumble again. If you have not checked out my Rumble account, I would certainly suggest that you do. That channel probably won't be a video of me doing vlogs, but there will be like small clips and stuff like that that may or may not have made it onto this channel. And even if they have made it onto this channel, it'll most likely also end up on Rumble as well. Look out for that. Nothing special though, really, but just check that out. That's basically all I got for right now. I probably will be doing a baking video of sorts, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. I do plan on getting some bakeware sets for my toaster oven, because I actually do plan on using a toaster oven for a lot of things. I've actually cooked up to 5 chicken legs, and I want to say 4 pieces of pork chops. I cooked them on the toaster oven just to get a general idea of how things turn out. The chicken was okay. It was a little stiff, but I think it might be because the temperature setting on my toaster oven, maybe it was correctly put in, maybe not, I don't know. I do actually plan on, in the near future, getting a new toaster oven. Maybe get one of those, maybe I can get one of those Black & Decker or KitchenAid brand toaster ovens, and see if maybe I can get something like that. That might make a difference. I also plan on getting like bakeware sets. Like, I do have a baking tray that goes with the toaster oven, but I would like to get others. I would like to get a couple more, maybe some deep dish baking trays for cooking in, and maybe get something that's gonna let me set the timer or be able to bake something in a toaster oven properly. When it comes to toaster ovens, it's not the same as a regular oven. Did the chicken turn out really good? Yes, the chicken turned out really good. Did it actually come out very good? Yes. Unfortunately, it was a little stiff, and I think it might have been overcooked as well. Better to have it overcooked than to have it undercooked, especially if you're cooking chicken. But my hope is that I learn to perfect cooking the chicken in the toaster oven, and if nothing else, maybe use the air fryer, which I may at some point decide to use that instead, should I decide to do that. And that's basically all I got for right now. But in any event, I hope everybody here is having a good day. I apologize if I look tired, or if I'm not really looking at the camera too much. Today's been a rather interesting day. Went for a walk today. Took about an hour for me to just get out and do what I need to do, get my exercise. When you get all that fresh air like I've recently gotten, it does tend to drain you, make you tired and whatnot. So that's pretty much the long and short end of things on my end. But anyway, I'm going to end the video here. I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch this video. If you guys do like this video, feel free to leave a like, comment. Feel free to subscribe if you wish to do so. I think things are going to start to be a little bit different for the summer. I have no idea what the future holds. I have no idea what's going to happen from this point on, but I will say this right now. It's going to be one wild ride, whether I post that wild ride on YouTube or not. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go get myself some supper. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. This is Patches84 signing off. I haven't said that in a long time. I will see you guys in the next video, whenever that's going to be. Peace. Look at the flowers. Ow! Ah! Might as well just let her have her burst for a little bit. Ow! I know, Misty. I know. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Mommy and Daddy are heading out to go. I know. You're okay. You're okay. They're just going out to hopefully get flooring. Because Steven needs to get floors for this living room. Doesn't he? Yeah, there they go. It's okay, Misty. It's all right. They'll be back. They'll be back. And there they go. They'll be back. It's okay. It's okay. I know. I know. It's okay. Hey there, guys. Today is Saturday. It is the 28th of June. The fuck is on there? Who cares? It is the 28th of June. It is 2 days before my brother's birthday. I was originally going to go to Costco with my family to help pick out the floors for this house. But I made the decision instead to just stay here in the house, dog sit for a little while. That's my old wall clock that I used to own. My hair doesn't look all that great right now because I was just outside. It's pretty wet out there today. We are dealing with a little bit of rain. And Basically got the house all to myself today, at least for the time being. It won't last. So this is my brother's kitchen. And if you can't already tell, it looks 10 times better as a kitchen. This actually used to, or this side of the room used to be the dining room. And if you'd seen in my older videos, there used to be hardwood floors. It's not there anymore. The countertops here are actually quite nice. He's got a brand new dishwasher. The dishwasher that came original to this house unfortunately had to go because it didn't work right. And here it is. This is my brother's new dining room. And if you can't already tell, it's much, much better. Walls are painted in my brother's color of choice. Same flooring as out there in the kitchen. Now, this particular dining room, unlike the old dining room, I should say, which is behind there, this room in particular, believe it or not, also used to be the kitchen. Stove and the fan for the stove used to be there. Dishwasher in the middle, and then the refrigerator used to be there. Now along here, I wish I had video shots of this, but I don't. But this corner here used to have like cabinetry and of course the sink, which would be along here, and then cabinets up here. The floors in this room, where the kitchen used to be, actually had, how do I put this delicately? The kitchen had like at least layer upon layer upon layer of linoleum, which is pretty insane if you ask me. The age of this house suggests, and I'm going to be heading into the basement, but the age of the house pretty much suggests that there is a possibility that there might have been asbestos, not as much echo in here. This is currently my brother's basement. It's full of my mother and father's things right now, as they may be moving into their new house very soon, and I may or may not do a little tour of their new house in the future. So I'm not going to show you everything in this house. I'm not doing a full-blown house tour, forgive me. This particular space is the laundry room. And if you can't already tell, this is mostly my mother and father's things. The York exercise machine did used to belong to my parents. They decided as recently as a few years ago, ever since my brother first moved here back in 2020, they decided to give the exercise machine to my brother. And there's a few other things in this section of the basement that I'm not even going to say exactly everything. But if you can't already tell, the basement here is a bit of a mess. But for good reason, because, like I said, some things were happening. And I'm just noticing this now, but this particular area right here, and I don't know if my camera's picking it up because I'm using the front viewfinder. This is where the wood stove, it's behind here. This is all brick. I'm not sure what this thing is, but I do believe the stove used to be in this side of the basement and not the other. Now, it's obviously a little bit warm, but whatever. A little opening there for the cat. Because my brother has useless now, there needs to be an opening there. And I think this little wall, this wooden thing here, I think this wood was always here, but maybe not quite. So this is where, I mean, if I had to guess, I'd say this this whole area was boarded up recently. And I have absolutely no idea why. So if you can't already tell, there's a heater right there that's probably above the ground. You don't get to see that in any other room in this house. It looks very dirty. And there's a brand new window that's going to replace this window right here. Not going to get into it too much. And one of the reasons why I'm actually down here right now isn't just to show you guys around. I don't think that's what this video is about. But I made the decision to take care of this, and I'm going to in just a moment. I am going to end this portion of the video. Not certain when this video is coming out. There's another video or a portion of it that I did that I haven't had a chance to edit yet, but I will at some point. I'm going to hopefully pick it back up once I'm done cleaning the litter box. And I'll check back with you guys later. If not in this very home, maybe back at my place. Who knows? But in any event, pick it back up when I'm done. Cat box is cleaned. Not perfectly, but it is cleaned. This is useless as excrement. It's hard to believe that a small cat can actually push out that much, but it is what it is. But heading upstairs right now. I don't think I need to see what's behind the door with the red X on it. Not that important. One thing I will say though is that door is actually in no good shape. My brother rather, was thinking about tearing that whole wall down. And I did mention to my brother that instead of doing that he could just put in French doors with windows on it so that if he needs all that light, he'll have it and there won't be as much work to do with the wall. It would be a little bit less than initially thought. I think I'm going to see how Useless is doing. Keeping the dog out of the room because I don't want her. Hey, Useless. You don't like me, don't you? Little Misty. Oh my goodness, my feet are wet. My feet are wet, my pant legs are wet. Misty thinks I abandoned her. I didn't abandon her. I had some things I needed to take care of. And now I'm back. Back with the dog. Hopefully the rest of my time alone with the dog will be a little subtle. I had to take her out today as soon as my parents left so that she could do her business and we can just kick back and relax, just me and her together. I don't know how long I'm going to be here by myself with the dog, but I am going to make the most of it, shoot. And who knows, I might actually watch some TV, but we'll see how things go. I'm going to end it here. I'm going to probably stay off camera. Spend a little bit of time with Misty, and I will probably pick this camera back up when I head back home. Like I said, my brother's birthday is on a Monday, and it looks like we'll be celebrating it early this year. Surprise, but we might be going out to eat, to get some supper. Not going to say where, for obvious reasons, but I hope the food there is good. I don't know what their food is like. I know it's Japanese food, but when it comes to ramen noodles, like the real authentic stuff, I've never tried it before. But I don't know what else they got other than just ramen. I'm assuming they have sushi as well. If they do, great. Because I love sushi, but if they don't, you know, at least I hope and pray that the food tastes good. Never been there before, so I don't really know how it's going to turn out. I know some Japanese restaurants actually turn out really good, and then there's others that may. It's just like with any other restaurant, really. But it should actually be really good, and hopefully I enjoy it, whatever it is. And Currently just sitting back, relaxing, spending time with the dog. Obviously Misty is a little calmer now because I've been here for about, I want to say a little more than an hour. But I had a lot of other stuff going on before I got here. Not going to get into it because it's really not that important. But this is certainly better than me being cooped up in my hot apartment all day. And yes, my apartment is warm still, even though the temperature is supposed to only go up to 15 degrees today. One good thing, though, is that my bedroom is going to be nice and cool because I still have my Vornado fan is still running, and that alone seems to really do the trick on days like this. And although it doesn't work like midday or anything like that, it does at least work at night and in the early morning hours and even in the later morning. So I can't complain too much about that. So at least something is helping back at home, if you know what I mean. Got a chance to see Useless today. She is still a little bit on the cranky side. And now all Misty wants to do is sit on the window. But anyway, I'm going to end it here. I want to thank y'all for watching. I'll try and pick it back up later when I get home, but if not, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Have a great long weekend. And if I'm not uploading anything by Canada Day, happy Canada Day to all you Canadians out there, myself included. Vancouver. I'm not from there, but at least I am Canadian overall. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Have a great Canada Day and have a great weekend, and I will see you in the next video. Peace. Big shout out to Tyler Bucket. Currently watching his videos right now. Pretty cool, eh?
About a dog. The main character of the show is a German. And he helps people.
Misty.
What will you Canadians?
She doesn't like people that she doesn't know.
I'm sold. I really want to take a look at this.
Settle down, Misty.
Was a very, very beloved. What is this?
No kidding.
Dog has a gun. It's got a sniper rifle. What kind of show is this?
Forgive the glare.
This might
Too much light through the window.
America. I didn't know that it was dogs with guns. Why didn't you tell me?
Dogs with guns.
Wow.
Yeah, that's funny.
They're in an airplane. Why?
Misty needs a bath. Misty needs a bath. Misty needs a really good bath. Isn't that right, pup?
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, gonna ignore me, eh?
Pleasure to be here.
What's the matter?
This institution, over the course of the past two decades, faculty, students, graduates, has helped shape Canada's domestic policies and geopolitical.
Misty.
Whatever they need to say.
Misty. Mom and Dad are home, and so is my brother. And Misty knows it.
When politicians just talk.
She's tensing up. I know!
We've also seen a lot of action out of the U.S. government in the last few months.
Misty.
Whether you agree with it or not,
Misty.
there has been a lot of action, to be fair.
Mom and Dad are home, and Misty's getting all worked up.
We will have to make difficult choices. And work harder than we have to.
Misty.
Government must start fulfilling its most
Crazy dog. Stop it.
The primary focus of my remarks today will be the nature and scale of what that will require.
Misty's like, I missed you guys.
Let me stress that there's been
It's a long video.
It's only gonna.
Therapist. Stewie has a lot of issues, so it's no surprise that a visit to a child psychologist sees him sharing a lot of secrets and insecurities. Towards the end of the session, however, the doctor starts having
Dad, you awake?
and asks Stewie to take his medicine.
I gotcha. Whew. Back home, back where I belong, ladies and gents. Today was a rather interesting day. If you haven't already noticed, since when I did the video like earlier today, both my parents and my brother, they show back up. Misty went nuts, and we did hang out a little bit, watch some TV and whatnot. Got caught up on some things off screen. Well, about almost 3 hours later, we made the decision to go to this Asian restaurant called, I can't remember what it's called now, Tokyo Ramen, actually. First time I've ever been there, and I gotta tell you, their food was amazing. The only thing that I didn't like about the restaurant was that there was too much food. Made my stomach very full, but by the end of it all, I started getting a headache. I was feeling more tired. And I ended up coming straight home immediately after dinner that night. It was, a great deal of it is because the weather today is not so great. Had the weather been relatively decent, I could have done more in the way of vlogs while I was there. I could have even taken Misty out for a walk along the trail. But it has just gotten to the point where it really didn't matter. It was pretty much a shit day, weather-wise. And it wasn't even worth it. And plus, Misty didn't really want to go anywhere at that point, so I took her to where she wanted to go and brought her into the house, hung out, watched a couple of YouTube videos. Tyler Bucket, sub to his channel if you haven't already. He actually has some amazing content. As of right now, though, I'm back home. I'm taking a rest. I might actually go to bed a bit early tonight. Partially because, and this is one of the reasons why, I'm a little tired. It has been one crazy day. One thing I do want to mention, though, is now gonna make up the time that I had lost because there were some other things that I needed to do today that is now pushed back for another day. It bites. I don't like it, but it is what it is at the end of the day. I have to do what I need to do to make sure that that I take some time to spend with people rather than just do work around the house, that type of thing. Now, I don't know when this video is gonna go on or be put up, but I know one thing is certain. Oh my gosh. I do know one thing is certain. It's been a full day. It's been a busy day. And it's actually been a rather cool day. Thanks to my Vornado fan, of course, but you guys already know. I've brought it up so many times. But it's nice and cool in here. It should be a comfortable night's sleep tonight. The temperature tomorrow is supposed to hit 20 degrees with a bit of a humidex of 23, which shouldn't be too bad considering it is almost July the 1st, which is Canada Day, and I am excited about Canada Day, unfortunately, because nobody that I know anyway, is in the mood for celebrating a special day. I most likely will not be going to the block party unless by some miracle I decide, you know what, I think I will go. But I will most likely go on my own. It is what it is. We'll see what happens. But just know I am okay. I'm doing fine. Just a little bit tired right now. Trying to get on with the day and trying to get stuff done around the apartment tomorrow. Try to get this video put out as soon as possible, and hopefully there won't be any more distractions, at least for a little while. As for what may happen this Canada Day, I don't know what's going to happen, but I know one thing is certain: it's going to be very patriotic this year. A lot of Canadians here doing the whole elbows up, I stand with Canada, Canada first, all this other stuff. It's going to be rather interesting, to say the least. This Canada Day this year has not been, it couldn't be more important than it is this year, to be honest with you. A lot of things have been going on with politics, both here in Canada and the United States. The convicted felon who thinks he has power over my country has terminated negotiations with our country. Hopefully hopefully something good comes out of this, that we never have to deal with any more negativity ever again. But who knows what's going to happen when you're dealing with a narcissistic, selfish, misogynistic clown. As long as he's in power, there's going to always be chaos. And hopefully something happens, he's out of office permanently, and hopefully never comes back. But setting that aside, though, it's July 1st is going to be a rather serious occasion. We as Canadians must band together against tyranny, against the very person who has started the war and thinks that he's the victim, pretty much. But enough about that. I'm going to finish the video. I'm going to get out of here. I want to thank you all for watching. Hopefully we get some beautiful weather, because I do want to get out, go for a walk, get some exercise, and who knows, maybe I'll do some vlogs while I do that. But it's anybody's game at this point. But I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. But until then, I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you guys have a great Canada Day. Peace.